lovies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my first 3 days in my Traveler's Notebook / October Daily. So in this I'm going to be showing you the first 3 days of my October Daily, my first layout for my planner, and then the first 3 days in my journaling. I have another video out where I showed you the layout of my October Daily / TN, and I have it divided into different sections and how I'm using them. I will link that video down below so that you understand more of what I'm doing for my October Daily this year. If you're interested. Other than that, we're just going to jump right into showing you my layouts for the first 3 days. I added some stuff since I showed you that video, my layout. I told you I was going to. I know every time I open up this book, you guys are going to see it, but things are going to be different. I added some new charms to the side. I just thought this was really cute. This is like the dangles that you can get from the Dollar Tree, and I added some Halloween ones to them and stuff. I'm telling you guys, every time I open this thing, it'll probably be different. So, open up to the first page here, and I added some pictures. Remember the last time I told you I would be adding some pictures and stuff to the front, so I did. That's my husband and I, and then I love The Walking Dead, and I just thought this was great. This year I'm going dressed as Negan for Halloween and tell all the kids that half their candy is mine. I just thought that was adorable. And then the first insert here in my TN is my October Daily. You guys seen my shaker dashboard. I added some pictures in it. If you guys are interested in how I made this, I will link the tutorial down below. But I added some pictures. This is some of my book looks, me with the knife and stuff. I do silly stuff. But anyways, this is the insert that I'm using for my October Daily. You guys have already seen this page. This was my intentions page and my bucket list. And so this is day 1. So for day 1, and I wanted to show you guys, I got these awesome clips from the Dollar General, and they have magnets on them to put on your refrigerator to either like clip papers or something, but they also call these chip clips, so you can close a bag of chips. Well, I'm telling you, they work fantastic to hold open pages and stuff in your Traveler's Notebook. So I have 2 of them sitting out, and I've just been using them because they work fantastic, because as this book's getting bulkier, they work. So if you guys see these at the Dollar General and you're doing Traveler's Notebook stuff, these are great. But as I was saying, for day number 1, we started the month off very rocky. I had bronchitis. We had an emergency with my husband, which I will get into more with the journaling part. And with all of that, all I did was I journaled all about how I have been sick with this bronchitis for a long time. As a matter of fact, it hangs on. So what is a sick girl to do when all you do is lay on the couch and watch Netflix, and you're bored to death with Netflix? You online shop. And that's what I did. So I just added a piece of paper to this so that it had a nice flip out. And I just put on there these gorgeous pair of boots with these boot socks and stuff like that, last chance to order. And I just journaled all about it here and just wrote sick day, and just a very simple, easy page. Not much going on here. I used some of my new girls that I ordered off of Etsy, and some stickers and some stamping, and I did some mixed media. And that's this page, because there was not much going on. Did not feel well. For my second entry into my October Daily, I documented all about how my sister is a event manager at one of our local hotels, and she put this whole fall fashion show event together through a society that is in our area, and we paid to go, and it was such a nice luncheon event, very elegant and ritzy, and Cato's Clothing, they were the ones who did the fashion show, and they had models and they walked all around and stuff like that, and this was the brochure that was sitting on our table. And then they did this whole big raffle and baskets and stuff like that, and I actually won. I took a picture of it here. $100 gift certificate to Catherine's Catherine's Jewelry. I can't talk. I'm telling you, I am on so much medication and prednisone. I don't know if I'm coming or going. But anyways, I won a $100 gift certificate for jewelry, and I was so stoked. So I took a picture of my winnings and my sister and I, and a picture of our table, and I just did a whole bunch of mixed media and just playing with washi and just had a good day. I used some Etsy stickers in here. I just thought they were cute. Like, I thought this was perfect for fashion. It just looked like fashion to me. So that's how I used that, and that is day 2. And then there is one more page here, and this is my entry for day number 3. And I just documented on this page that I really do not do a lot of decorating for Halloween. I just don't care for Halloween decor. I love doing this stuff Halloween, but I just don't like Halloween stuff up in my house, if that makes sense. But I did go all out with the decor for fall and autumn, and in it I do incorporate very small Halloween pieces, but it's mostly fall decor. So I took a picture and I just wrote all about that, because really and truly I don't have much going on in the beginning of the month. We have a lot of things going on with my husband. With he has all we're really doing is running to doctors and things like that and resting. So I'm just, you know, filling in space and things like that. Hopefully next week we'll have more fall activities and things like that. But I did a video where I showed you guys how I made a whole bunch of Halloween and fall embellishments, and I used some of the fall embellishments that I created in this layout, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. I really love it. I love the use of washi and all the different colors and stuff like that. So that is my first 3 days in my October daily, and then my 4th day will start here. And then when we turn it, I have more pictures here on the back. I love this. I put the stickers and stuff on here. Palm Mom. And I love this. It says, keep your candy corn, I'll have wine. I thought that was adorable. And then this insert is my planner insert. And here is the other page marker that I made, which is just a big deep pocket. And this is where I have been stashing and storing all of my Etsy packs that I'm using in my planner. And I'm going to show you the first layout for my planner, and this is it. And in my other video I explained that I'm doing this very differently. Like, you're gonna have half the week on one page, and then you have to flip all the way to the back to get the second half, which I really like. And you'll do that for every week until the week of Halloween, and then the big reveal will be right in the front. I like to do things different. So this is my first week, and then every week is themed. So my first week I did Halloween owls, and I simply just used this, let me show it to you, sticker pack, Who Said Boo, from the Michaels. I got this from Michaels in the kids section. I love this. I'm obsessed with owls. So I just wanted my first layout here to be about Halloween owls. I think it turned out cute. I am not following any layout. I created this whole thing myself with a ruler and a pencil, and I just went for it. I added some Etsy stickers and things in with it. And then I love this the way I did this, because the side that I'm planning on is white and blank, and I get to fill it, and then this paper beside it is actual cardstock, and then I get to decorate that. And that's kind of the reason why I did it. And then the week of Halloween will be this big open reveal page, which I'm not going to tell you what I did on that one. Excuse me. I'm still struggling, but I am getting better. So I just put this little quote over here: the only thing to fear is fear itself and spiders. And I totally and completely agree with that. So that is my first little layout here for planning. And then if you flip all the way to the back, this will be the second half of the week. I just have to fill some things up in it yet. As I'm filming this, today is Wednesday, so. And I already know, because I keep some of my private life to myself, so a lot of this I will show you before I fill in a lot of this, because I have a lot of doctor's appointments and things and stuff to put in here now. But that is the first week's layout for the planning section of this week. And then the next video I put up, I will probably show you next week's planner layout, because I have them all done. I already took all the time to sit down and do them. So this book is completely filled. I just want to stick my Etsy packs back in there so I don't forget. And then my third insert here, which I have my cute little Mickey Mouse, my little Minnie Mouse rather, on here that says Fabulous. This section I am actually using for journaling, and I just did some mixed media here and put journal. This is my first page. Just talked a little bit about what was going on in my life at that moment, about how we were starting the month off sick is basically what I put in here. And then for my day number 2, I talked all about how we had an emergency with my husband. I don't want to bore you with all the details, but basically he called me at like 4:30 in the morning. He was on the road. My husband is an over-the-road truck driver. And he was like screaming at me that he was in horrific pain, that his arms and his legs were numb, and that he couldn't feel his fingers on the steering wheel, and that he couldn't breathe, and he was having extreme chest pain. So he thought he was having a heart attack. And I told him to call 911 before I could even say that. The phone had gone dead. I was panic stricken for like a half an hour. Kept calling his phone, nobody picked up. Finally somebody picked up, and it happened to be a paramedic. And they told me that they had my husband and that they were life flighting him to War Memorial Hospital in West Virginia, because he was about almost 4.5 hours from home. Come to find out, that day is the day I was the sickest, and me myself was at the doctor's. I couldn't go and be anywhere near him or with him in this time because I was sick and I couldn't get him sick. So my son and his girlfriend had to actually go sit with him up in West Virginia and be with him. That was the most horrible thing ever, not to be with your husband because you're sick, and it was bad. But anyways, in the end, Jeff, what had happened, he had gotten sick before I did. And being a man, he didn't go to the doctors or anything like that. He just fought it on his own and continued to work, because we missed a whole week's worth of work when we went away to Jersey. So he felt like he couldn't take any extra time off. You know how guys are. And he actually had bronchitis, and what happened is the infection settled in the sac that your heart sits in. I never can say it right, pericarditis or something like that is what it's called. So he had an infection and inflammatory in the sac, in the fluid around his heart. And he is now being treated for that and is now missing over a week's worth of work. And we are at the doctor's every week. He has to have stress tests and cardiograms and all of this stuff. So my advice to you is, when you're not well, just go to the doctors, because in the end, you'll probably miss more work or be worse off than you would have if you just went to the doctors to begin with. But I just want to let you know, my husband is home. We are both on the mend. It's just our lives are a little crazy right now. So I journaled all about that. I know that's a big long-winded story, but I know many of you asked what happened, and that is what happened. So I journaled all about that here. And then, of course, the very next day we woke up to the mass shooting that happened in Vegas. And I am heartbroken for these people. I have been heartbroken for weeks before this for the people with hurricanes. Hurricanes are a very big deal to me. My family and I are originally from New Jersey, and my grandmother lost everything in Hurricane Sandy. And my mom was there at that time and lost everything as well, and she had to come and live with me and the whole thing. So hurricanes are a big deal to us, and with all of the hurricanes and the fires and the flooding, and then for this, it's just so overwhelming. But we can't forget to pray for all of these peoples. It's not about us. We're overwhelmed. Imagine how they must feel. But anyways, I journaled all about that and wrote my prayers down for Vegas and to pray for our country and things like that. So that is the third entry in my journal. So that is how I have my October daily / traveler's notebook divided up. This is my journal, and I will, you know, my journal is one of those things where I may journal in it every day, and then there may be days where not much is going on and I may not jot anything down. I'm not like really committing myself to journal in this every day, but when I need to, I definitely will throughout the month, so that I have a documentation of what's going on in my life, how I felt about things that happened, or if I just don't, you know, I put a picture down in my October daily and I put a little note about what that was, but there really was more to say. I can put it in my journal. Like I said, this is my planning section, and then I love that because then I'll be able to go and see back, you know, what I did daily and what was going on and things like that. And like I said, this is all finished. As you can see, a little sneak peek. I will show you more of this as the weeks go. And then my actual October daily, what I am doing on a daily basis. So I really love how this is all coming together. I love how I have these 3 separate sections that I can work in and be creative with. It really, for me, I love doing these simply because of the creative process. Because there is so much creativity, there is so much to do in each one, and I love it. I love being able to express myself with color and stickers and paper and inks and watercolors and things like that. It just, I love this. To me, this is so peaceful, and this is so relaxing. This is how I unwind, if you will. So I'm not going to keep talking on and on and on. I just want to put it out there, guys, to keep each other lifted up in prayer, keep our nation lifted up in prayer, be good to one another, love each other, and remember that it is an absolute gorgeous, beautiful season out there right now, and we need to just be taking the time to enjoy everyday life. And everyday life can change in a heartbeat. I think Vegas proves that, these hurricanes prove that, and my husband and I had a huge eye-opener last week that a life can change in an instant. He went to work, and my husband, if things didn't turn out the way they did, could have never have come home. And that is a very scary and real thought. And life is too short to be angry and mad and upset at each other or things or circumstances. We just need to make sure that we tell the people that we love them every day. And that is my little sappy advice. I feel like I'm a big ball of mush right now. But I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me today for my flip through of my TN October daily, the first 3 days. In a couple more days, I will do flip through of a couple more days. And if you guys would be interested in seeing some process videos, like I don't know what you guys like more, like flip throughs, or if you like to see the process video of how I create some things. So if you want to leave me some comments down below, I'd appreciate that. And if you'd like to see some process videos, I definitely can film some of those for you. So just let me know and I will get right on that. You guys take care. Be blessed. Have a great and wonderful day. Please, please, please take care of you and always do what you love. Love you guys. Bye-bye.